Hi, good evening everybody. I'm Natasha. Lovely to see some new faces. Lovely to see some old faces. Not so old. Not so old.
You're looking at me.
No. Not the young man next to Shaquille, sorry.
Not this young man.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you to Abby very kindly for inviting me here. It's lovely to meet you all, new faces and old faces as well. And so tonight I'm going to be speaking with you about fear. Now that's a biggie, gets everyone nervous, everyone hiding under the desks, everyone, pumping up their muscles. No, I haven't got any fear, I'm not scared of anything. But actually, what is it that's stopping you from getting what you want in your life? What is it that's holding you back from what you really want? At home, on a personal level, at work? Fear. Now, what is fear? I'd like you to all, if you're happy to, let me know what you think fear is. So, who's going to be the first to kick it off? What's fear?
Fear of failure.
Thank you. What else?
Anxiety.
Yes, thank you. What else?
Forget everything to run.
Thank you, Mike.
Lack of confidence.
Thank you. What else?
The barriers, the not knowing, the struggles,
Yep.
the coping.
Yep.
It's yourself stuff when you're doing something.
Yes, self-sabotage.
Is it an illusion?
I like that. Yep.
False evidence appearing real.
Yes, thank you.
That's a straightforward one.
That's far too complex. Apprehension.
Apprehension. Yep.
Procrastination.
You'll know.
Oops. Pardon?
You'll know.
The unknown. Yes. So there were loads and loads of failures here. Nobody said fear of success does exist. Everybody says they want to be successful, but do they really? Or are they just saying it because they think that's what needs to be heard? So yes, absolutely, fear of failure. Forget everything and run, which is fear. False evidence appearing real. And we can turn that around. Tim, would you like to share?
Miss everything and rise.
Yay, I love it. Is that my heavy breathing? So let me ask you the question. If fear didn't exist, if money wasn't an issue, if time was not against you, then what could you be capable of? What would you be capable of? And would anything else be standing in your way of letting you achieve what you really truly wanted to in your heart? In fact, do you actually know what it is that you want? Is it what your parents suggested you should want? Is it what society dictates that you should want? Is it what your peers tell you ought to have, do, be? Or is it what your heart is telling you that you need to have in your life to make you feel totally fulfilled. What's the number one thing everybody wants?
More.
Better lifestyle,
Money.
I hope.
Good
Better
health.
lifestyle.
Yes.
Money. Time.
Happiness is actually the number one thing universally that everybody says that they want. And yet more money is spent on more courses to make money. Now, that's a bit off balance, isn't it? So what's going to make you truly happy? Is it having a big house, having a big car? Is it having lots of jewellery, loads of handbags, amazing holidays? Well, it might be the holidays. It might be the travelling. It might be meeting new people. It might be looking outside of yourself and saying, it's not actually all about me, it's about the experiences. Money, yes, is important. I completely agree. I'm not suggesting that you give it all away. However, money is just a tool to buy you the experiences, to set up businesses that fulfill you, to visit amazing places around the world, to have fun, to go out with friends, to take time for yourself, to do what you've always wanted to do, to go skiing, to go sailing, to write a book, or anything else like that. So if fear were not standing in your way, what would your life look like? Would it be different from how your life is right now? Or would it actually be the same? Now, you've all put loads of different things here. So barriers and struggles, what's standing in your way, what's holding you back? Belief systems. Now, belief systems are what you're brought up with. So when you're brought up in the home, your parents will teach you how to do something, how to not do something, and that becomes your belief system. Whether it's cultural, whether it's religious, or whether it's just society that you live in, bless you. These are your belief systems, and your belief systems will hold you back. And it's not until you get a bit older and you come face to face with yourself and you realise, actually, I just said that exactly the way my mother said it, my father said it. And when you have that awareness that maybe, just maybe, that wasn't true for you, that's the time to challenge it and question it and change it and recognise this isn't my truth, this was their truth. Does it work for you? Doesn't it work for you? So you can change yourself into anything that you want. Self-sabotage, the ego, the egoic mind. What are you? Spiritual being, living in a human body, having a human existence. Little angel on this shoulder, your essence, your core. Little devil on this shoulder, the egoic mind. Now, the egoic mind would have kept you safe, of course, when you had to fend for yourself and outrun the bear, otherwise you'd be dinner. But these days, you don't need to do that so much. So actually what happens is the adrenaline pumps, builds up in your body, and you're not using it. So you need physical exercise and mindfulness to calm yourself down when you're rushing around. We've all been talking about how busy we all are, you know, what our jobs look like. Who spent time in nature today? I have, in my wellies, knee deep in mud. And every day it's important to connect with nature, because we are all connected with one another and with nature. You know, we are part of this universe. We live on this planet. The earth is our strength, and we used to live really, really close to the earth. But now we live in high-rise apartments, flats, hotels, or what have you. And actually there's some research done that if you live regularly above the 3rd floor, like in an apartment, you're more disconnected from the earth and you're more likely to suffer from anxiety and depression. Wow, who knew that? There you go. So hug a tree, walk in nature, go to the park, not necessarily hug a tree, and it really helps you have a much more well-balanced life. You know, how much of your time is spent in a room, in an office? Do you look outside? Do you appreciate the birds singing? Do you look at the blue sky? Do you notice the clouds? Do you see the skies? Do you see the stars? Or do you walk around like this and miss it all? Do you avoid all eye contact with people and miss the connection? This amazing connection with other beings, other human beings that are all completely unique, completely different, completely amazing. You know, none of you are the same. Which means that every one of you is absolutely a one-off. So take away the fear, take away the apprehension, take away the anxiety, take away the worry, take away the stress, take away the concern what other people might think of you. Because actually, it's none of your business anyway, to put it politely. You know, when we're concerned and worried about what other people are thinking, that actually holds us back from being the most incredible version of ourselves. You know, it's no accident that we have been born, each and every one of us. Our lives are intentional. We have a really important job to do. We have an amazing purpose. And when you can connect with that purpose, when you find out what it is that you do, what your reason for being is, and you step into that, nothing will hold you back. If you spend your life being a square peg in a round hole because somebody's told you that this is what you need to do, need to be, then at some point in your life, that will cause you pain. So it's only when you realise that, yeah, I'm a square peg, I need a square hole, wow, fantastic, that you speak your truth, you speak with confidence, you have no doubt, no question that what you should be doing is this, because it's completely congruent and in line with your higher self, with your soul, with your essence, with your core, whatever you want to refer to it as, and you're totally doing what you need to be doing. So be the best you can be, as Dr. Zeus said. Shine your light in the world, because it's different from everybody else's light. Now, have a think about somebody that you really respect, somebody you really admire, a hero of yours. Is it a film? Is it an actor or an actress? Is it a pop star, superstar, singer? Is it a sports person? Is it somebody who runs a company? And you look at what it is that they do for most of their time. Tiger Woods, for example. What does he do for most of his time? Baking? Car mechanics? Brain surgery? No. Golf. Because he knew at a very early age, actually his parents were his managers, and they noticed that what he really excelled at and what he loved to do as a child was golf. He's absolutely fantastic at it. And so he was going in a straight line. So golf was his destination. Set your sat nav. You might deviate this way or that way. There might be a little detour that's quite fun to do, but basically, golf. So when you're scattered, try a bit of this, try a bit of that, doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that, or do something that somebody else has told you need to be doing, you're not in line with your natural abilities, your natural strengths and your natural gifts. And we all have. People who say, oh, I'm not good at anything. Oh my gosh, that is so not true. Because you are good at exactly what you're meant to be good at. There will be at least 5 things that you excel at. But they're different from the things that you can excel at. I love that. How do you make a cake?
That's the wife.
How many ingredients do you use to bake a cake? 1? At least 5 probably. So you're not going to bake a cake with 1 ingredient. So you have to bring all of these ingredients together. It's like when you run a company, you don't just have, like the accountancy firms, yes, you need an accountant, but there are other people who you need to support the business so that the team is run properly. So different skills, not all the same skills, different perspectives, all mixed together. And in baking a cake, all these beautiful ingredients come together. They all have their own things that they're good at and make a beautiful cake. And so, coming back to fear, what are you fearful of? You want your pudding there, right?
You're not talking about cake.
Thank you.
You always say cake.
So, lack of confidence. What makes you confident?
Success.
Success. Okay, if you didn't have success, would you still be confident?
Self-belief.
Yes. And there's nothing wrong with success. I hope you understand that. You know, there isn't at all. And success is different from everybody. But self-belief, yes. Because success isn't the car you drive, your status, the job you have, your car, your house, your suit, your Armani suit, your Chanel handbag. It is self-belief, belief in who you are. So once you know exactly who you are, and your gifts, your natural gifts in the world, then you have no doubts about what you're good at. So it doesn't matter, although it does financially for a short while if you lose your job, but you know who you are. Standing there in your own skin, you are clear what it is you're here to do. You have belief in yourself and your abilities. You know who you are. And so that is a really good starting point. And it's like the house, the three little pigs. If your house is built from straw, and the big bad wolf comes along, which is the ravages of time, and huffs and puffs and blow your house down, it's built of straw. What did you expect? So when you build your life, yourself, your inner being, with deep foundations, get to know who you are at your core, learn to like yourself. When you look in the mirror, how do you feel? Do you shy away from your face? Or do you connect with yourself and say, hey, good to see you? Because when you build deep foundations and know who you are, then your house won't fall down. You won't fall on your face when something doesn't happen quite right. When you are flexible, like the willow tree, as opposed to a tree that stands so upright that a storm comes and it falls over, but you can withstand it and you can flow and you can move. So, I don't know how I'm doing for time, by the way. Okay, for a bit. So that's really what I wanted to bring to you today. Embrace everything. Have a mind that's open to everything, and yet at the same time attached to nothing. Detach yourself from how you feel about your home, your job, your stuff, your things. There's plenty of that. And think what it is that's really important to you. And just say, I'm not scared of anything. I'm okay if I need to learn a lesson again. I'm okay, I'm not going to use the word failure because I prefer to say the lessons that we learn rather than failures we have. I'm okay if my business fails. I'll start again. I've learned important lessons here. I'm okay if my marriage fails. I can start again. It was a lesson. I'm okay if my car breaks down, because I can get another one. So in business, because you're all in business, and most of you are self-employed, there's fear all around. What will my neighbours think? What will my parents think? What will my friends think? What will my associates think when things don't go right? We all make mistakes, and that's how we learn. You know, who knows a fully grown person who, nothing wrong with him physically, doesn't walk? Probably not. Doesn't talk? Probably not. And yet the first time you found the strength in your feet and you pulled yourself up to stand on those little legs of yours when you were tiny, do you think you fell down? Did it stop you? Of course not. First time you tried to talk, you were forming the words, you were making strange noises. Did it stop you speaking? Of course not. So look at the children. They have no fear. Take fear away. Wow. So when we look at kids playing in the playground, just having fun, just going crazy, yeah, they bump into each other occasionally. Oh, you know, I was too busy having fun, enjoying myself. I'm sorry. It's okay. And off they go. You walk down the street and bump into somebody, or someone bumps into you, it's like, what the? Why is that though? That's bizarre, isn't it? It's because we've forgotten the things that are important to us. We're too busy, we're too stressed, we've got too much anxiety, too many pressures, not enough time, rushing to meetings, rushing to get this, rushing to get that, getting the kids, going home from work, getting the shopping, blah, 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 blah. And yet, when you slow down, breathe, because you can't live long without the breath, and really be still for a moment, whether it's mindfulness, whether it's meditation, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's swimming, running, cycling, walking in the park, anything. Those are the moments, those are the times when your creative juices really start to flow. And you think, what was I so worried about anyway? Did it really matter that I forgot to say this and I practiced and practiced and practiced for 12 hours before doing the presentation? Not really. Because only you know what you meant to say. Nobody else does. And most of the time people don't remember what you say anyway. But hopefully, if you've connected with them, they will remember how you made them feel. And if that was making them feel good, they'll take that with them. So thank you so much for your time this evening. I hope you've enjoyed that little snippet. And my work is running workshops, coaching people, speaking. I wrote Get Blissed based on an interesting experience that I had when 11 years ago I hit a wall. I had headaches 24/7, I was bringing up 2 children, running a company, and I thought there was something seriously wrong with me. And it happened that the only thing that was wrong was stress. I used to stress about everything, I used to worry about everything, and I used to put myself last all the time. So the lessons I've learned are fill yourself up first. When you get on the aeroplane, the air steward says what? Put your own oxygen mask on first before that of your child. Not because your child's less important, but how can you serve your child and take care of your child if you are not breathing yourself? So fill yourself up first. Do something great for yourself every day, because then you've filled yourself up, you've recharged your batteries, and it's easier for you to help somebody else because you don't feel shortchanged. It's overflowing. So of course you want to help, of course you want to give back, of course you want to serve. And what is the point in stressing and worrying? Can you achieve anything at all by worrying? No. It's a total waste of your really precious time and your really precious energy. So when I learned these tough lessons, it took me many years, decades in fact, I became much calmer, much much more relaxed, much happier in my own skin, and much more able to then see in others that they were perhaps going through a similar thing. And I could say, hey, it's okay. I did it. You can do it too. So thank you so much to Abid. Thank you so much for your ears. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.